Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be doing a brow tutorial, a step-by-step, easy to learn brow tutorial. So for those of you that do not know how to manage your brows or draw your brows, this video is for you. So I will be calling today's tutorial Brow 101. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please, I'd like you to subscribe. It won't take less or more than 2 seconds. Just tap on the subscribe button and you're in. Okay, so before we start drawing our brows, there are some things you need to know about drawing your brows. First of all, the way you shape your brows determine how your brows will turn out. You have to first of all shape your brows properly. If you do not know how to shape your brows, you can meet a professional person or someone who at least knows how to carve or shape your brows properly, knows how to shape brows properly, like well, because brows are very important in makeup. If your brows are terribly done, there is a high probability that the rest of your makeup will not add up. No. So I'd like to say that brows are the crown of your makeup. So for us to achieve nice, finely drawn brows, there are some things that we will be needing. First of all, your setting powder. Never mind, I'll show you how and where this will be used. Secondly, your normal Davis pencil, Davis or whatever pencil, you can just your brow pencil. Then your concealer, your foundation, your angle brush or any brush you use on a normal day to draw your brows, your brow brush, or however you call it, and your brow wand for brushing, or if you don't have a brow wand, you can just use regular, maybe an old toothbrush or something to at least brush the hairs on your brows. And also be needing a blending foam, then wipes. Well, this is optional, but just in case you're going to need wipes. Then of course your mirror. I'll be using this very tiny mirror so that you can see what I am doing on my face. Okay, so let's begin. I'm using this setting powder from Me Now Pro Luxury powder. Me Now Pro Banana. I really don't know if banana is like the color or what, but this is how it looks. By Me Now Pro. And I'll be applying this to my brows. First of all, I need to brush up my brows a little bit. Okay, so then I'll be applying a little bit of this on my brows. Okay, so the essence of applying setting powder just before I draw my brows is so that I can have matte brows. My eyebrows can last long through the entire day, or however long, or yeah, I'll be carrying it or I'll be wearing it. So that's the essence of a setting powder. So after applying your setting powder, your eyebrows will be a little bit ruffled again. So you should just brush it up once more. Brush it up. I do a lot of brushing my eyebrows because they are very reckless. Like, very reckless. So we'll be moving on to drawing our brows. For this tutorial, I'll be using the normal, regular Davis pencil, but I'll advise the classic brow pencil because it's like a two-in-one pencil. It has a brow wand on one end and the brow pencil on the other end, so you don't have to buy both of them separately. This is for beginners, you understand. So for makeup artists, professional makeup artists, you might not necessarily, but it's still a plus. However, so I'm going to brush up my eyebrows once again. So as you can see the shape of my eyebrows even through the setting powder. So I'm going to start from here, from the arc of my brows, because I usually start from here because it's easier, so that I can easily get the arc of my brows as the shape I want my brows to take. You can see I've gotten the lower part of my brows. Then I move on to the next. I don't know why I do that, but I draw them. I don't know how the English to use, but this is how I draw my brows. Mind you, it's what works for me doesn't necessarily need to work for you. So if this doesn't work for you, you can always try your own methods. So do the same thing for my second brow. Okay, so I'm going to be drawing the upper part of my brows. Usually I start from here, this part of the upper part of my brows, get the arc, and then go back down. Then I color in my brows, but when I get to this front part, I don't just color, I like just use the pencil to brush up the brows there, color it a little bit. Don't necessarily like just color like a color pencil or something. So moving on to the next. Okay, so as you can see, I have achieved my brow shape I want my brows to take. So moving on to the concealing. Okay, so for the concealing, I like to mix my foundation and my concealer, because this concealer is a little bit lighter. It's concealer I also use for my contour and highlight, so it's a bit lighter. But for my brows, I usually mix it, but I'll show you the mixing strategy. My foundation is Chic New York Cover Proof Oil Control Foundation. It's actually a matte foundation, and my concealer is Fairy Gold concealer. I don't know how spelling Fayre, Fairy, because that's how they pronounce it, I guess. So I mix these two on the back of my hand. There's a pan for this, but just in case you do not have the pan, so just take a little bit like that of my concealer and just a tad bit of my foundation. You can see my foundation is darker than the concealer, so by the time I mix it, it has a color that will suit the under part of my brows, lower part of my brows. Okay, so I mixed it up a little bit. For the lower part of my brows, I mix more of the concealer than the foundation. That's because I want there to be I want it to have a lighter tone, the under part of my brows. Well, for the top part of my brows, I mix more foundation than concealer. That is so that it can be easier to maneuver, because this concealer is really matte. So for you to be able to manage it more. as I said before, I'll be using more foundation for the top part of my eyebrow than concealer. And also another thing, when concealing the top part of your eyebrows, always make sure you have less product on your brush. That way you won't have the concealer or foundation drilling into your brows. Okay, one thing you should know, your baseline should be equal. Once your baseline is equal, it'll be easier for you to adjust the top part of your brows to look almost alike. And always remember, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. They don't necessarily need to look exactly alike. If you can make them look exactly alike, of course, no problem. But if you can't, you shouldn't worry. It shouldn't be a thing of concern, because, well, so I'm going to try to blend all this out with my blending foam. First of all, before I use my blending foam, I'm going to use my brush to how should I put it, tap down excess product on my face. Let's just brush it up a little bit like this. Always make sure to get as close to your eyebrows as possible when blending out your concealer. So I'm done blending in my eyebrows. As you can see, there's a little bit of concealer on top of my forehead and the rest. So as you can see, the eyebrow is gradually taking shape, but who can guess what is wrong with my eyebrows? Yep, you guessed right, the unibrows. So we're going to be blending in this part of the eyebrows so that number one, your eyebrows look natural, and number two, they look nice. So I'm going to be doing that right now. I'm going to be taking my blending foam and just first of all giving a little bit of gap between the brows first. Let them go. So after that, I blend in the front part a little bit. I blend more of this top part than lower part for my brows, after this for my brows. So as you can see, the brows are still taking shape. Okay, then there's something I like to do. This is like last procedure for my brows. I take my brow wand and put it into some setting powder, and then use it to brush up my brows again. So one thing I love to do is to pick the front part of my brows like this so that they have this natural look. Okay, so I'll just make a few adjustments. As you can see, one of my brows still moving to the middle, so just adjust that a little bit. Although that brow is fuller than the other one, so okay, so it has been able to adjust it a little bit. Just keep brushing it up because My brows are so stubborn. Okay, so to lessen the concealer, should I say, marks around my eyebrows, I'm going to take my face brush and just dip it a little bit into my face powder and go. This is only applicable or can only do this if you're drawing just brows. If you're not doing a full face makeup, this will really help. But if you're doing the full face makeup, this is not really necessary because your foundation is going to clear that up when you use it. So okay guys, so as you can see, I'm done with my brows. I don't know if you like it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, but if you do not, you can always just comment and tell me what you feel isn't right about my brows. So I went ahead to just do put a little bit of powder and eyeliner and lip gloss behind the scenes. But as you can see, this is just a very cute look you can use for everyday church or office or casual outing. But if you're going for the Owambe party kind of stuffs, you can just you know apply much more makeup. But the brows are perfect for any type of makeup you would or you might want to do or rock, however you want to put it. So we have come to the end of today's brow tutorial. Sadly, I wish this could go on and on. Anywho, so thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe. You can share the video to your friends, your family, anyone you feel would need or would like this video, would like to see this video, those you think, even those people that you don't like and you're looking at their brow scenes. So this person don't know how to draw brows, so can just share this video to them anonymously. I don't like voila. I'm not the person that send you message, yeah. But you can always send this video to them so that they can learn how to draw their brows also, and everybody can be happy. Make the world a better place. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again in my next video.